Hi guys, today's session we will discuss about some multiple topics. Okay, so means we will try to write a single code which includes the mentioned topics like pre-randomization, post-randomization, how to write a function compare. Let's say you want to compare two or three or multiple packets with each other, right? After that constraint, after that constraint mode and rand mode, how to enable or disable them, and after that events. So guys, if you are not familiar with the randomization or pre or post randomization, so I will share the link in the description. You can see that video. And similarly, if you are not familiar with rand mode and let's say constraint mode and what are the constraints, so I will share the link in the description box, right? So before going to the coding part, let me tell you that we are providing the front end verification training program for the persons who are interested in VLSI domain, right? So this program includes Verilog, System Verilog, UVM with projects like AHB, APB, ASB, SPI, AXI, BIP or UBC development. So guys, if you want to take that paid training program of the mentioned topics, so you can ping me on 99976150007. It is my WhatsApp number, and you can also call me, and the rest of thing I will share in the description box. Okay, so guys, let's start the session. So first of all, we need to declare one packet class. So let's comment these lines. Let's say class my packet, and class inside that we have to mention some fields. As we know, every class has only two things like property and methods, right? So let's declare bit. Okay, let's say 7 down to 0 count. So let's say we want to randomize the field or kind of thing, so we need to declare this field as rand or randc. Okay, so let's declare it with rand or randc. After that, let's declare some another field like rand bit. Let's say this is the width is 55 down to 0, that is preamble. Okay, and let's say our next field is 7 down to 0. Let's say some name like SOF, means like start of frame, like this. Another one is, let's say 47 down to 0, so let's say that is DA. And let's say another field is SA, and after that okay, DA SA, just remove this keyword from them. Okay, and let's say rand width, let's change the width to 15 down to 0, that is len, that is data len. After that, let's write some rand bit. You can write like 7 down to 0, that is, let's say payload. After that, let's declare some CRC field. CRC, and the width is 32, that means 31 down to 0, right? So we have declared some field with randc, some fields with rand only, some fields normal fields without rand or randc, right? So we will see how we can use these things, these fields in our coding part. So first of all, let's declare the function name. and function. Let's write, okay, input bit, let's say 47 down to 0, that is, let's say field SA underscore L, that means local, means SA underscore L is the local field of this function, right? The scope of SA underscore L is only inside that function, not outside that function, okay? So it is equal to, let's say 2000. After that, means using function new here, what we are doing, so let's say SA underscore L, means I am initializing the value of S underscore L to the field SA. So what is the SA? SA is the field what we declared inside the class, right? So this SA is the generic, means we can access the field, all these field inside that my packet class, but SA underscore L doesn't have any definition outside of the function. Here we have initialized SA underscore L is equal to 2000, and here I am writing SA is equal to SA underscore L. That means that's 2000 will be stored inside the SA. Now after execution of this function, SA will become 2000, right? Similarly, let's fix the value of CRC. Actually, the good thing is the best way is CRC is based always on your randomization fields, but we are not going to do that part. So let's declare it. Give him some, okay, let's say some fixed value 1000. Okay. After that, let's declare function pre-randomization. Function void, that is pre-randomize, and function inside that you can write some display statement like $display. Here you can mention before randomization. After that, let's write some case part over here. So case, and inside that, okay, just skip that thing for now and write end case. So what is pre-randomization? Pre-randomization is something we want to do before randomization. Okay, so any change we want to declare, let's say I want to make change in some count, value of count, and I want to make change in len field. So in len, so what we will do, we can mention the things over here, right? Okay, so let's declare one more thing. I declare VSP my packet underscore CFG. Okay, or just write packet underscore CFG, means just a configuration class. Let's write .sv. So here you can write, let's say class pkt underscore CFG, and class inside that you can mention some field like static string name, that is, okay, let's say test name, and declare static function void. Now let's say the name is set test name, and inside function and function inside that you can write string test name underscore L. Okay, and here we are equating test name is equal to test name underscore L. So now we have declared a configuration class. Inside configuration class there is a string. That name is actually there is no need for name, that is string is test name. Okay, static type string, and the string name is test name. And here test name underscore L is the local variable. We will pass the value over here, and whatever we will pass the value, that will update to the test name. Okay, so this is the some configuration class just for configuration purpose only. Okay, now comes to that case part. So inside case, let's say write some test case. Means let's say what is the my class name? Class name is pkt underscore cfg. So we can mention over here pkt underscore cfg. After that scope resolution operator, test test name. So what is the mean of that? As you can see inside that code, we have declared the test name as a static member because it is a static kind of thing, and now I want to access that thing. So for that we should use, if any any variable declared as a static, so we should use scope resolution operator. Okay, so test name, and let's give a test name. You can write any test name. Here I am writing test underscore count rend disable. Okay, and here let's say begin and I am writing here. Okay, count dot rand mode, so we are passing, let's say I am passing 0. Okay, similarly, okay, so this is your pre-randomization function, and let's come to the next part, that is function void post randomize. Function and function, inside that let's write some $display statement. Inside statement can write after randomization. After that you want to write any algorithm, any piece of code what you want to execute after write the execution of randomization. Okay, so let's say I want to write like okay, so let's write okay, crc is equal to lc underscore crc. Let's say I'm writing something like this. Okay, after that let's say I am writing if I am putting some condition. Let's say len is greater than 10. So begin and so $display, let's say I'm writing like this, len error. Okay, after that end function, and let's declare, because here you can see I have write crc is equal to calc underscore crc. So crc is the field what we have declared over here, but we don't know what is cal crc. So actually cal crc should be a method. So let's declare this method. Let's say function bit 31st down to 0 CRC and function inside that can write return, let's say 32 tick H2 FF2 let's say 5. That's it, and function. After that we also need some method to display the value of the fields, means some printing mechanism should be there. So let's write function void print and function inside that can write string name is equal to packet, and here I can write like this dollar display printing percentile s, that is name. So what is the mean of that? Let's say I will when I will call this function, so I will pass a value over here, and that value will be stored in the name, and it will display like printing packet 1 or printing packet 2 like this. Okay. So now let's write dollar display statement to display the value of the fields. So dollar display, let's write our first field is count. So let's write count is equal to percentile H, that is count. After that again dollar display and our next field is preamble, and after that SOF. So let's write preamble SOF SA DA len, and after len is payload. Percentile P actually. Here actually payload is a Q, let's say it is a Q in nature. So let's say I want to print the Q, okay, the fields of Q, so I should declare percentile P for packed format. Okay, so that's why I mentioned here percentile P. Okay, so till now we have declared pre-randomization, post-randomization, a function named cal_crc, and after that I have write a print function, and after that let's write one more constraint for the len. Okay, because I have write a condition over here, so let's write one more constraint. So we can also write like this constraint, let's say len underscore c, can write like this, and here we can mention len should be less than 10 and len should be greater than 5, let's say, because here I have to check the length should be greater than 10. Okay, length should be greater than 10, and here I am writing length should be less than 10. So greater than 5 and less than 10, so it will give error because it is just for checking purpose, or you can change the sign to greater than or less than as per your need. Okay, so let's write one more variable to, okay, as we have already have write this constraint, and here we are checking for length should be greater than 10, and here between 5 to 10. Okay, means greater than 5 and less than 10, so it will give this error. So to avoid that thing, let's write one more constraint like this. Not constraint, let's use the mechanism constraint. How to okay, here disable the constraint, so you can write like this, and can write test len underscore c. Okay, let's write disable. Okay, and here we can write begin and inside that. So what is the name of question? Len underscore c. So len underscore c dot constant mode and pass here 0. Okay, that's it. And let's declare our last function, that is function compare. So this session will be very good to you will be able to understand various kind of concepts, how to call something, how to use pre-randomization, post-randomization, constraint mode, rand mode, events, all these things, right? Compare mechanism. So function, let's say bit compare and function. Here you can write like this, my pkt, and let's write pkt only. And here let's write if pkt dot let's say my first field is count. So let's check for count first. Count is not equal to count. So begin and dollar display, and it will give not there's no need to write dollar display, you can directly write because we can return 0. Okay, so we have write for count, next field is preamble, so we can write like this. Preamble, after that next field is SOF, our next field is after SOF SA, so SA, after that that is SA, after that DA, after DA that is something len, after len payload. And here we can write like return 1, means if all this condition or false, it can return 1. Okay, So now let's write another module, that is top module, module top. So let's write BSP top.sv. So here let's write module top and module. Inside that let's declare like a string test name, and let's declare one event. Event name is, let's say, E. After that what is our packet name? That is my pkt. So create some handle my pkt and create like pkt underscore 1 and pkt underscore 2. Okay, after that after that let's write initial begin end. Inside that we can write let's say pkt underscore 1 is equal to new and assert pkt underscore 1 dot randomize, and after that we can print the value also, pkt dot print. So guys, as you can see, the definition of print method is over here, that is print, and we are calling print, so it should be print, and means this name and this name should be same. After that only we can call some method, and as we can see, this method or this function have a argument, okay, pkt. So we can see we want to print, we have first of all we have declared the object for pkt1. After that we are randomizing the value of pkt1 and we want to print the fields of pkt1. So it for visual better visual means let's say for better visuality, so you can pass here the packet name, so that let's say there are some, here in this code we have only 2 handles, let's say we have 3 4 multiple handles, so it will reflect in the output, it will reflect that which these fields are belong from which packets. Okay, so that's okay. After that let's write pkt underscore 2 is equal to new. After that pkt underscore 2, not this, let's write assert pkt underscore 2 dot randomize, and after that we can print pkt underscore 2 dot print, and here we can pass the argument that we are printing the fields belongs from pkt underscore 2. Okay, and let's write if begin end, and let's write if pkt2 pkt underscore 2 dot compare pkt1. Okay, let's write dollar display, that is match, or can write fields are meshed, else dollar display fields mismatched. Okay, so let's write one more initial block. Initial begin end. Inside that can write dollar value VAL dollar PL args. Inside that you can test name, let's say, is equal to percentile s, and that is test name, and here my pkt, what is the class name of the configuration, that is pkt underscore cfg. So we can write pkt underscore cfg scope resolution set test name So this is cfg. What we are doing, first of all, what is this? This is the system task, dollar value dollar plus args. So the application of the system task is to take any input argument, means let's say I want to fire some test name. So the argument is the test name, right? And here I am writing pkt underscore cfg scope resolution set test name. That means I am calling this method, okay, from the configuration class, that is set test name, and as an argument here I am passing the test name. So now this test name underscore L now become test name, okay. And what is the test name? So this is the test name, means by using dollar value dollar plus args I am running the test name, this I am calling this thing, okay, so that this code should be executed. So yeah, we missed one thing. So as we can see here, intentionally I have write two initial blocks. So as we know, initial block always execute start at the starting of the simulation, okay. So they will start at the same time. So there may be some kind of risk condition may be there. So let's say I have mentioned the event E over here. So let's write here at the rate E, means it should wait the event E to be happened. So let's write this thing over here. Means the tool comes to this initial block and this initial block at the same time, right? But we have mentioned at the rate E, that means we should wait E to be happened, means this is the event, and at the rate means E should wait to happen up to means we should wait when the event will be happened, then after that only the tool will execute the rest of piece of code, right? So here it will start the initial begin and it will start the initial begin, and after that here our tool will be in waiting state, but here it will take the test name as an input argument, and as you can see here the test name, and it will start all these things, okay. So and when this thing will be finished, so here it triggers the event when the our tool or simulator come to this point, and it will trigger this thing. After that this thing will start, this thing will place, okay. So this is the way how we can use the event. Sometimes it is some critical issues should may be there due to race conditions. So using this thing we can avoid the race conditions also, okay. So this is my top module. So let's copy this thing. is my rest of portlet. So let's upload these files. So this is our top module, this is my packet class, and this is configuration class. So also we need to include all these files over here. So tick include pkt underscore cfg.sv, tick include my packet.sv. Okay, so now let's select the submitter, that is our Questa sim, and run the code and see whether it is working or not. Okay, there is some error. Test-range.sv inside my packet.sv line number 30. It is saying undefined variable calci underscore crc. My packet line number 30. So crc is equal to, we have right calci underscore crc. As we can see, this is the function, right? So it should be like this. Using blank argument means no argument, and like this. Now it is printing some values, as we can see. So it is working fine, like before randomization and after randomization, as we have some statements, display statements in pre-randomization, before randomization, and in post-randomization phase after randomization. So guys, you can see these are the functions, pre-randomize and post-randomize, and inside the topmost module you can see I never used that function pre-randomize. I never called these function named pre-randomize or post-randomize. I only called a function that is randomize. So that is something called callbacks, means some sub method associated or attached with a single method. So when we called randomize over here, so pre-randomization and post-randomization phase will automatically called. Okay, after that printing packet 1. So you can see here after this randomization phase I am writing printing, and here I have gives a argument pkt underscore 1, that's why it is writing printing pkt underscore 1. Now the question is from which point it is picking printing. So can see inside the print method I am writing here printing, and I am passing pkt1 here from the test bench. So pkt1 will stored in a string name, and here it is name, and using percentile s it will print the printing packet1. Okay, after that you can see the value of count is 70, preamble is this, sof is equal to df, len is something 9, and you can see what we have, right? Len should be greater than 10, so it should give some error, but here actually here we have the len should be greater than 3 and less than 10. Okay, and here I am checking the len should be greater than 10. If len is greater than 10, then it will reflect the error, right? But inside this thing I have len underscore c dot constant mode 0, so I am disabling the constraint. Okay, so that's why it is not giving the error. Okay, so here okay, len is 9, and the value of DA is 0, SA is 70 like payload, and again now it is Now for this pkt2, again I am creating the object. After that I am randomizing the packet. After that I am printing. So it is printing the field 92, some value for preamble and SOF, LAN, DA and SA. Payload is this, and after that it is giving mismatch. Why it is giving mismatch? Because I am calling the function that is compare. So you can see here I am writing the function compare, right? And as a argument I am passing pkt1. So pkt1 will go there and it will compare all these fields and return 0 if these conditions are true, else 1. So inside that this condition it is actually like this, true. It will check for true. So they are matched, else mismatched. So they are mismatched, means this condition is false. Okay, so this is the way how we can use all these things in a single code. Obviously as we can see in this code, actually there is only one packet, that is my pkt, and we are creating two handles named pkt1 and pkt2, and we are randomizing here pkt1 and here we are randomizing to pkt2. So obviously if we randomize a same packet with multiple handles using multiple times, so they will always give different value. Even if you are using just only single handle for a same packet and you are randomizing the single handle up to multiple times, so always it will give different values at each time it will give different values. So this is the way how we can implement all these things like events, constraint enabling, disabling, or you know and events like this. Okay, so guys, if you have any doubt, so you can please make the comment. Thank you so much.